Well, it's incredibly sad, obviously. Grace went into I'm a Celebrity. She thought she was going to do incredibly well. She was really up for the challenge. But sadly, the reality of that show is it's actually really quite difficult. The fact is the weather really hasn't helped either. So we've spoken to some of Grace's closest friends who said, she has really struggled mentally and physically. I think the fact that the challenges are more difficult than ever this year, the fact that they're not getting that many stars as some of the trials, so they've been seriously hungry, has really affected Grace. And what they've said to us actually is over the past week, if you've watched her, she's just become a lot more insular. She's not been joining in conversations. For example, Grace is really intelligent. She loves talking about politics. She's a great debater. So when Fred and Nigel were going at each other about Brexit and immigration, she sat quietly, and that's really unlike Grace. So she's just been incredibly unhappy. She also looks incredibly gaunt. She looks like she's lost a lot of weight. She looks quite drained. We caught her at the airport when she left. We got the call at 8 a.m. this morning to say, yep, she'd gone. So Flick went straight to the airport, who's our reporter on the ground out there, and caught her. And she just looked like she just couldn't wait to leave. Ultimately, I think Grace will now be 40,000 feet with a double gin and tonic, trying to make it all go away, because it is tough, and that show isn't for everyone. I think, Grace had a lot going on, and there's a lot of time to think in the jungle. Obviously, we only see a small snapshot, but the rest of the time, especially with the rain and the sort of chilly weather in the evenings, there's a lot of time when they're just sitting around. And very sadly, Grace lost her father a year ago, and it's coming up to his first anniversary of his death next month. So obviously that will have been playing on her mind. She lost her mum too, and I think when you're pushed to your physical and mental limits, there's only so much one person can take. And poor old Grace just said, that's it, I'm done. But the people we've spoken to said she will be relieved to be out. Obviously, she'll naturally be gutted as well. But this show isn't for everyone, and she did give it her best shot.